Well, here we are in the middle of nowhere on a Tuesday afternoon. Because that is our property line. Well, you know, right there. Goes back like that. Goes back quite a ways. Would you about a half mile?
Yeah, it's a pretty decent hike.
Right, yeah. I think the property line is actually like 2,700 feet deep, which is pretty awesome. Lots of big trees, monstrous trees. So the first thing we got to do is pick out a driveway, right? There's no entrance here. This is completely raw land. So you can see our property line's way down there, and it goes to way up there. But as you can see, there's a ditch over there, and then a ditch over here. And what y'all can't tell is that it goes downhill pretty good this way and a little bit that way. And it's right here that it's pretty flat. So we thought this would be a great place to put our driveway in because we might not need a culvert. Top is right about here, but we want to go through there. We don't want to get rid of these trees. So you can see there's a giant stump, but there's kind of a break in the big trees, and we have some very big trees. There's a break in the big trees right about here. We thought this would be a great place to go in. We have huge pines all the way back. So this is where we want the property to go in. So we're going to try and figure out how to make the driveway go in here somehow. All right, so we're doing a 40-foot arc. It's excellent to know. Man, this is the jankiest shit ever. We need a better tripod. I mean, we have a better tripod. I just didn't bring the right equipment. Right at 40 feet. Let me get this one first. Okay, I'm done.
So Cade had the tripod all set up nicely to conform to the little bank on the side of the road with one of the legs shorter than the other ones. And when I switched out the camera, I did not realize that. So I just set the tripod down and the short leg was in the wrong spot. So the camera fell over.
And we didn't even notice. So here's what we got done.
You're starting to actually see our driveway path. Right, that looks pretty decent. So the plan is to come in and hook. There's a grove of baby pines there, and then hook back. And what we want is a driveway where you can't see the house from the road. So that's what we're doing. You see this? This whole bushel here is giant thorns. For context, where's my finger? Right? Everywhere. All of this is a thicket of thorns.
Holy cow. That's a long walk. So Misha's taking her time. That's not true. I tried to run with the camera.
There she is.
So this is the stuff we had to fight through. And I gotta tell you, that little hedge trimmer, the 40-volt hedge trimmer, it's like an electric machete. Just slice and slice and slice. It takes, I'd say no effort at all, but it wore me out. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of heavy. Well, for me, it's kind of heavy. But it does get through all of the thicket, which is really nice. It's much better than working with like a machete or something like that. But we did have to fight for every inch of it, so yeah.
There's a little tractor trail that kind of comes down across a couple of pieces of property. You can see we marked, that's the property line right there. That's, this side of it is ours.
Goes down that way.
So that's going to be the driveway to right there. Why is there a single ribbon, Misha?
Why is there a single ribbon? Well, because we started staking everything out, but it was really thick and there was a lot of bramble and it was taking a long time. And we were running into spots where we were trying to stay close to the property line, but we have very few markers to actually map out the property line, so we were getting too close and sometimes overcutting, so we'd have to come back and reroute. And we have a lot of really big trees that we don't want to take out. I'd rather curve our driveway around them than take them out and cut the driveway straight through. So we were trying to be mindful of those. And also we only have a certain amount of tape and our driveway is very long. So.
Yeah, it's about 900 feet of driveway. You can see Misha's big trees.
We thought about the cost of us renting a bulldozer ourselves and bulldozing, which we have never done before, so there would be a learning curve. You know, this is just getting too complicated. Let's just simplify it a little bit. 1, 2, 3. See, it wasn't that easy.
So there you go. We have a driveway. We were gonna DIY it, and truthfully, our time is short because we both have to work. And one of our neighbors had the equipment and said, yeah, you know, I'll do it for X. And X was a very reasonable number, so we said, yay!
What do you think?
I think it turned out great. I love it. We can't see where the house is going to be from the road, which is what we wanted. It kind of winds gradually, and it didn't get rid of any of the trees that we really like, so I'm super happy with it.
Yeah, 860 feet of driveway, and we're only 2/3 of the way, or 1/3 of the way to the back of the property. So there's another 1,800 feet
That way.
It's a long way. It'll wear you out.